Lady Bird and Frances Ha, The Fragmented Experience of the Female Coming of Age by Frances Wilde. In this video essay, I intend to compare the hypertextual, fragmented and montage-like experience of the modern female coming-of-age film. I will look at Frances Ha, directed by Noah Baumbach and starring Greta Gerwig, and Lady Bird, directed by Greta and starring Saoirse Ronan. In the Lady Bird coffee shop scene, we see protagonist Christine Lady Bird McPherson fall for a largely disinterested and unavailable young man. This moment of apparent naivety is evident too in Frances Ha, but with the female unavailability to the invitation of romance. Preoccupation with turbulence, spontaneity, space, and a cool image seem to result only in unreciprocated romance at crucial stages in the coming-of-age genre. Both women are attracted by music, but allow their common interest to dominate the respective relationship. Music further acts as a hypertextual-like link to forebode later scenes. This preoccupation with distraction, specifically through music, is reflected through jumping from scene to scene of dissatisfaction and unrequited romantic endeavour. Arseth argues in Hypertext Aesthetics that hyperfiction foregrounds issues of mimesis and narrative in order to be free to answer these problems. Gerwig and Baumbach utilise this montage-like structure not to answer the problems of distraction and confusion in the late teens and early 20s, but to emphasise them. Dissatisfaction with romantic relationships and its use as a moment to preempt the passing of time to another montage-like experience is comparable to the use of dinner party sequences in both films. These scenes also depict protagonists as outsider figures and give a glimpse into social realms such as family or vocational territories of characters' social lives. In Frances Ha, during the dinner party scene, the way Frances is positioned, her unexpected monologue, and her social blunders all act as pinpoints of awkwardness, anticipating a jump to a random weekend in Paris. The progression of time-punctuated scenes follow Frances's spontaneity and easily influenced mindset, as shown when she drinks too much at the dinner party. In Lady Bird, this kind of dinner table awkwardness and impressionable reaction is shown in the breakfast scene. Lady Bird's anger over her vegan sibling and sibling's partner and the conflict with her mother all result in the dispersing of the family from the table, followed by a cut to an exterior scene. Dining scenes are usually lengthy and contemplative, but in the modern female coming-of-age film, they are governed by impulsiveness and discomfort with the formal social setting. Bolter describes hypertextuality and fragmented narrative as the vindication of postmodern literary theory. Proof that between the real, the hyperreal, and the aesthetic exists only the spaces in between. In some ways, Lady Bird and Frances Ha provide an example of the postmodern woman, stuck in the void of late capitalism and going from one social dissatisfaction to the next, yet embracing this status somehow and becoming the flaneuse. In Frances Ha, this contemporary and transient expression culminates in Frances's dance show that she choreographs. It offers an insight into a common experience with the people she loves, watching an endearment in the audience. The nature of dance itself as fleeting and expressive acts as a microcosm of Frances's existence in the ephemerality of youth. In Lady Bird, this is exemplified through dress. Lady Bird's expression of herself through picking her prom dress unifies her and her mother in a rare moment of common experience. It is a fleeting moment of reconcile. In both films, we observe fragments of the process of building identity. 2012's Frances Ha and 2017's Lady Bird both reveal the impact of digital postmodern frustration and aesthetic. They consciously abide by changing the pace of storytelling, the convention of montage, and jarring hypertextual jumps from one scene to another. Both directors use this disjointed narrative to aid the telling of the female story of discontent and ultimately disadvantage.